Well, greetings, YouTube model people. How's it going? Okay, coming at you here with a channel update and stash update. It is Monday, January 18th, I believe, 2021. And let's just get flying right into it. We got a few things to mention. First, we're going to do a channel update. I'll keep you holding a bit for the stash update. I have 4 kits to show you for the stash update and a handful of paints and things I got. So, channel update. Um, Coming up very soon on January 30th and 31st, it's a Saturday and Sunday, will be the 15th annual 24-hour model car build on Facebook. 15th annual, guys. Get a hold of that one, right? I've been doing it for a while. And it is a great time, great fun. It's very similar in a way to the 48-hour build in some ways because it's really the main goal is to have a good time. And then the secondary goal is to try to finish a model, but in this case, within 24 hours. And this started along with the some friends who got together and decided to have this build again 15 years ago. There was only a couple people, and it was to basically build models while the car races in Daytona, the 24 hours in Daytona, Florida, were going. So that's kind of where the idea of it came from. So I will be participating again. As of earlier today, there were 130 builders that are participating from all over the place, all over the country. I don't know if we have anyone from, I know we have a couple in Canada, but I don't know if we have anyone else, some people in other countries or not this year. We'll probably know when things get going. But if you are interested, just basically do a search in Facebook for 15th annual 24-hour model car build. The title is actually misleading. You do not have to build a model car. You can build any genre of model you want. You just basically just put a note up there on the group, say you're interested in joining, and put a picture of what you're going to build, and that's it. Someone's doing, people are doing Star Wars models, people are doing a military model, of course, cars. So there you go. Great fun. I've been doing it. I think this is going to be my 6th year. I'm not sure. So we'll get more into that as it gets closer. Anyway, also be on the lookout on my channel for this Thursday night. I'm going to be posting an update on my Rat Rod group build, which is being hosted by Nick over at basically Beach Bums Garage. So I'll have a pretty significant update. Actually did quite a bit of spray painting here tonight. Just things are curing up, drying up, so I'm not able to really touch anything or show you anything yet. Actually dangling over here is the engine, just in the corner, just a sneak peek. The other thing is I will have, probably Friday night, I'll have an update, really basically a completion of my Clone a Toy build, which is hosted by Brian at BG's Models and Trevor over at Mooger's Models. So that'll be Friday night this week. And something I basically have finished, I may just touch up 1 or 2 little things for a friend of mine. I built, or not built, but painted this little Ice Wizard Mini. Now, she is incredibly small, lots of good detail you can put on there, but it's just beyond my pay grade to get a lot of detail in there, unfortunately. But he wanted a white belt with white bracelets, a little blue jewel in the middle of the belt and on the staff. So yeah, it's really built to his, what he recommended. And yeah, really tricky. The main goal was to make it look like she created the ice troll. And I'll let you guys be the judge of that. There they are together. There, of course, there she is. And then the ice troll sitting behind her. The ice troll came out much better, but look how much bigger he is. So, again, this is definitely above my pay grade to work in minis and figures that small. It's really tricky. I'd really like to see I've looked for some videos. I haven't really found anybody working on something quite that small. But it would be really something fun to see because, as I said, I'd like to, not that I would build a lot of them or paint a lot of them, I should say. I would definitely like to know how it's done because it is not easy. Okay, coming up to stash update, just a couple supplies things. Here's some paints. I got these more of these flat black. These are water-based Reaper paints, part of their MSP. They're Master Series paints. I love these paints, guys. If you like water-based paints, these are awesome. You don't have to thin them with anything. You just straight out of the bottle. They're smooth. They dry fast. They dry smooth, and they basically leave a nice. You don't have to go back and redo it typically. Just one even coat of paint. Oh boy, I can't keep them to stand up. Um, Basically, one coat and you're good to go. Most of the time with those paints, I love them. Got some spray paints here for that. I mentioned that 15th annual 24-hour model build. I bought a couple paints. I got the TS26. It's going to be the main body color. I'm doing the Daisy Dukes from the Dukes of Hazzard TV show Jeep, which I may regret because it's got a lot of parts and it's a little fiddly from what I've been told. And also some matte black paint here, TS6. Lacquers, got to go lacquers all the way. Fast drying paints all the way when you're doing 48-hour builds, and definitely when you're doing 24-hour builds. You can't go the enamel route or stuff like that. You got to use the fast stuff. A couple more paints here, just some semi-gloss black. These are actually Model Master acrylics. As most people are reporting with their hobby shops, there's very little Model Master bottles left. But I just grab a few when I can. Here's some lime green. I was using that for my Kermit figure for the clone a toy, but I didn't end up using it, but we'll use it for something else. Some of the Tamiya extra thin fast drying cement. I have the other one as well, the dark green cap. And now we'll get to the kits. Let's see. I got this one because I heard that it had the lifeguard decal scheme in there. This is a Jeep Rubicon, Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. I also have the green Rubicon Jeep, the one that came out a handful of years ago now with the big heavy tires. And when I bought that one, I said, this is how I wasn't thinking. And when I went out and bought this, I got this from Model Roundup. I said, oh cool, the lifeguard, because I want to do like a beach thing with it. Well now, I'm realizing I wanted to do the other Rubicon Jeep with Beach Patrol, not lifeguard, but Beach Patrol. So the only thing I could think of is maybe I'll build them both. One will be in the yellow, like this, with the lifeguard decals, and then the other one is going to be like in a bright blue with Beach Patrol on it, which I have some ideas for decals for that. So that's the only thing I could think I could do with them, or just do something totally different with this one, but kind of wasn't thinking that one through really. Thankfully, due to Jim over at Glue Sniffer, it's his channel, I saw this kit, which I thought was super, super cool, different and fun looking, which is the Chuck Wagon. It's an AMT kit, and there's a couple things. I just think it's a cool, neat, different kind of thing. Definitely something I don't really build, but I would build it just like this. The only thing I'm also bought it for is these horns, which are going to be used eventually when I get to, I mentioned the Daisy Dukes Jeep I was doing. I've already done the General Lee. I've done Daisy Dukes Plymouth. I've done Roscoe's police car. I do have Cooter's tow truck. But I also bought a car that is pretty close to simulating Boss Hogg's car. So obviously Boss Hogg had a big set of horns on the front of his car. So that's what I thought I could use those for. I'm hoping that'll work out as I'm imagining it. When I went and picked up those paints and stuff like that, at the local hobby shop, I saw this kit. I've already built this kit. I thought I would strip it down and redo it because I did a horrible job with it. And then I thought, you know what, let me just get another one and we'll see, maybe someday we'll do it. But it's the Michael Myers from the movie Halloween, The Night He Came Home. My favorite scary, there he is, my favorite scary horror film of all time. And that's what the kit looks like. Basically, it's him with like a diorama kind of thing, the ground, the steps, the porch, and all that stuff. I have it. It's in pieces in the box over to the side over here in my closet. And again, I didn't know anything about seam filling, so the railings have big gaps in them, and some of the parts are falling apart and whatever. When we do build this, I'll show the old one first, and then kind of whatever. then we'll look at the new parts and stuff. So we have one more kit to show you, and then a weird kind of impulse buy item. So I don't know how this popped up on eBay for me, but it just happened to pop up. And I'm sorry for all the shaking around here, guys. Gonna have to get better about that. And that's this kit here. It's by IMEX, which IMEX was awesome to see a display, a very extensive collection of these IMEX kits, figure kits, in a hobby shop that was near work. It's since been shut down or closed down. I should say not shut down, but closed down. Oh God, it's got to go 10 years ago maybe. After they were around since like 1977 or something like that. So what a shame we lost that hobby shop. They had all kinds of hobbies in there: model rockets, model trains. They were getting into the game workshop, stuff like that, and tournaments. They had a model contest there too. Every couple months they do something like that. And of course they had plenty of plastic model kits, model horses they had. And again, they always had a nice IMEX collection of actually the Civil War stuff, which I've always thought I would do maybe a Civil War scene someday. I've yet to even start on buying anything for it or planning for it. I just got other ideas, I guess, that took over. But at the time, I remember looking at the stack of kits there, the IMEX kits, and thinking, boy, I ought to start buying some of these. But instead, I bought this, which is actually a very neat kit. It comes with two things here. It comes with 2 horses, which you don't have to put halves together. I am so thankful of that. To have to seam fill that would be a pain. It comes with the 2 horses, a wagon, and then it comes with 2 bulls and another wagon. So it's actually two separate wagons, one driven by bulls and one driven by horses. So pretty cool. And it wasn't even that much money. And again, I'm not sure how it popped up on my eBay feed, but it actually did while I was looking at some other things unrelated to this. But I'm glad it did pop up because it's really neat. I might do one of those this year, believe it or not, folks. So there you go. All right, last thing. I'm sorry it's going over 10 minutes. We're almost 13 minutes. Good God. Boy, when I get talking, I can't shut up, right? Anyway, so if you're still hanging on, didn't fall asleep or didn't get annoyed yet, this was an impulse buy. I brought my mom over to Barnes & Noble, and she had to pick up a couple things. And I saw this at the front of the store, and I thought it was pretty neat. And I like to collect odd things. And that is a little mini bobblehead of the man himself, Bob Ross. So there he is. And there he is inside. And what's kind of funny about this is, or kind of neat, is it actually comes with a 30-page little booklet like this. And then you can press the button, and there's 10 famous Bob Ross sayings that he speaks. So I got this shelf over here that's got anything and everything. You name it, I have all kinds of eclectic stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely learned some things from Bob Ross and transferred it over to model building and painting for sure. Whether it be how to clean your brush, how to roll your brush like this, again, with paint to bring a fine tip to the brush, and how to pull a brush across and just have the surface pull some of the paint off. I've learned probably a dozen different things easy from watching Bob Ross. So anyway, that's all. Thanks for hanging in. Sorry the video was so long. We haven't done one of these in a while, and I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Hope your projects are going well, and that's it for now. All right, folks. Cheers.